Welcome to the Claudia Jordan Show. Am I bitches? Little sexy romantic song in the background. Never telling secrets. Babyface, right?
Yes.
And that's because our topic tonight is to tell or not to tell. Should there be full disclosure in your relationship? Give us a call, 877-2-106-106. We're on Sirius 106, XM 149. Who's in the house?
Tina Davina's here.
Who's in the house?
Flora's here.
Who's in the house?
Your girl Portia's here.
And Shelly's late again.
Shelly Rio. That's me.
So that's our topic tonight. Some of us are in relationships. Some of us are getting there. Thank you very much. Some of us are kicking dudes out.
Yes.
Some of us are still on our 3.5 year run of
probation.
celibacy.
Yes. Right.
And I just, starting off with new situations, and that comes up, like new dudes, they kind of want to know your business.
Right.
And I've been single for a long time, so I'm kind of like, ain't really none of your business. I'm not really comfortable telling you all that stuff. So, but I do have friends that say that it is important to disclose everything, and some men really want to know everything about a woman's past, relationships, finances, everything.
But they don't want to tell you.
I think you should disclose that like at the same time. I don't think you should be like willing to give up the information unless he asks. Then it's like, all right, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm not type 2. If you ask, then I'll tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
But if he wants to ask, but if he's just going to ask questions and not going to, answer them.
But what if there's some things you're ashamed of, and you need to explain the dark place you were in when this situation went down?
Well, that's why you got to wait till he's in love with you until you're married, and then he just has to accept it either way.
Some dudes really want to know, like, out the gate. They want to know, like, 3 weeks in, what's up? Who you been with?
Right.
I think after a while, I think there's a difference between asking and then just prying, and trying to judge someone by their past, whatever it is,
Now, you're in a successful relationship, Tina. So how do you feel about that? Like, did you have to give up all the information?
Watch what you say. He's listening.
I know.
He's listening.
You know what? Thankfully, we are pretty much the same. Like, he very much, he has his privacy and I have mine. And he respects that. And so he doesn't ever ask me like those, crazy questions, thankfully. But he has asked me like once or twice, well, what about this person? Did you? And I'd be like, nah, I tell him. But
that sounds like
the other good thing, we were friends first, so I actually used to talk about it, prior.
Define had sex with.
Is there a certain time limit?
Does it really matter someone's past? Does it really, does it really matter who they were with?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'd like to know.
But why, though? Does it really matter? You're 30-something years old, so does it really matter who he went out with when he was 25?
Yeah, because maybe I knew that person and what they had.
Yeah, but outside of the obvious, like STDs, does it really matter? It doesn't. It shouldn't matter.
I think that it doesn't matter who the person is, but I would want to know just in honesty and friendship. Yeah. Like if my guy dated you before Claudia, I would want him to tell me that, or him to tell me that actually before you would. Just because I like to think we have a friendship there.
Tina,
right?
You don't want to hear shit secondhand.
I have something to tell you.
Tina, I have something.
Oh, God damn it, Tina! Shit, I wish I could say that, but
actually, Flora, I have something to tell you.
Shout out to Tina.
For real. Portia, I have something to tell you as well.
I mean, Michelle got it popping. Michelle gets here. Trust me, she's been there too.
Damn. But really though, do you think it's a prying if someone asks you, Tina, you and I were similar age. I think I'm a few years younger. Would you be offended that he wanted to know, like, if you dated such and such guy in like 92?
Like I said, if it was just like random, maybe we're out, he sees a person, maybe he sees the energy between me and this person, and he wants to know.
I understand.
Right.
Yeah.
But just sitting around, just off the top of his dome, I'd be like, where'd that come from?
If he's like, well, who's you with first? Okay, who's you with second? Okay,
that's too much.
And then after that,
that's too much. I'm not even gonna run it.
Remember.
I can't even.
Right now, I feel like I'm being interrogated.
Exactly.
That's something different.
Exactly. I think.
Do you actually know the number of lovers you've had? I'm not asking the number. Do you know the number?
I do.
The range or the number?
The number.
The exact number?
Yeah, we sat and counted it on the show one time.
Yeah,
I did it prior to that too, but yeah.
Okay.
So Claudia, you've done that.
It's so easy to remember. It's 3. Okay, we have our first caller, Jason from New York. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Well, I was listening, and I think, hello?
Yes,
listening.
I think that a guy wants to know because it's going to determine how serious he take you.
That's not fair, though.
No. Now, what is?
Right. That's not.
Let me ask
really
you:
fair.
what does someone's sexual history have to do with how you take them seriously?
Because if you just laying around with a whole bunch of dudes and this guy feel like he's falling for you, he want to know, he want to make sure that he's falling for the right one and not the
Wait a
wrong
minute.
one.
Yeah.
Claudia, do you need to break down the numbers again?
Please.
Okay, what is it? Okay,
Okay.
Listen to this. Listen to this.
Jason, this is Claudia. How old are you, Jason?
I'm 33.
Okay, so we're the same age. So so you meet a young lady and you're like, okay, you're having this conversation. You're really feeling her. She carries herself like a lady. If you go to ask her how many men has she been with, right? What is the number that would bother you? What's the number you'd be like, whoa, Nelly? Not to say Nelly.
Happy birthday, Nelly.
I know it's a double standard, so I really don't hold it against them, and I wouldn't even ask.
So now you're
I'm going to
contradicting
be
yourself.
a real man. I'm not even going to ask because I really don't want to know.
But let's say she's like, you know what, babe? I just want to tell you, I've been with 25 guys. How do you feel about that?
Hey, you have to get your sexual experience up some way.
You know what?
What if it was 37?
Total contradiction.
I mean, it depends on how old they are.
Okay, 33-year-old woman.
There shouldn't be a limit to how many people you want to sleep with.
Okay.
And what's that limit? What is that limit to you? What is that limit?
I really don't have a limit.
So then what's the deal breaker? I'm confused. 'Cause
Yeah.
You said that
You're
you
putting
want to
limits
know
on something.
all this.
See, I think most guys want to know because of the way they're going to take the woman. Me personally, I wouldn't ask because I don't want to know. If I find a young lady and I feel I'm starting to have some type of feelings for her, I'm not going to ask her something that may just sit in the back of my mind the whole time that I'm dealing with her.
That doesn't make sense because her answer is pretty much determining if you're gonna be with her or not.
Yeah, but I'm not going to want to
In
know.
general.
He's saying in
Okay,
general.
so she was a stripper or a prostitute in her prior years.
I'm not even going there.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, I'm lost.
thank you, Jason.
Well, thank you so much
Well,
for
he
your
said at first, initially, that if he wants to know how many people, because it would
Right.
determine how he would come at it, but then he doesn't have really
But he won't
set
ask.
a measure or a number.
Right, but
So
then he won't ask either.
I really want to know what that number is. I want a guy to call in and be real. Be real with us about exactly what is the number that would offend you so I could break down my formula for that. So all that shit.
And then divide it and multiply and subtract by 12.
See, but the reason
End up with 3.
men's perception of us and judgment of us is what makes us want to lie about it and say things like, 1 or 2, whatever.
Or you're number 3.
Well, 3. I mean, I love all 3 of them. I feel really guilty about the third one too. So, okay, we have Coco from Mississippi. Welcome to the show.
Hello, ladies. How are you?
Hello,
Doing good.
Coco.
How are you?
All right. This is my first time calling in. I've been listening to the show since the beginning.
Oh, sweet.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate the love.
Yeah. So, I kind of see where the caller Jason was saying, but I think that it's for a woman at the beginning. I feel like if he doesn't ask, don't tell. Wait till like maybe the middle of the relationship just to see where the relationship goes. If it's just a friend thing, then you just want to kind of keep your sexual your past to yourself for a while until if you feel like this person is the one for you, if you love this person, you want to disclose all your business and stuff like that to him. If you know what I'm saying. So I mean, I think that at the beginning don't tell, but towards the middle, and to see where it's going, then you should spill all your guts. So
Okay.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the call. But some men won't let you off the hook. Like, they really want to know early on.
Right.
Exactly, I want to know.
Well,
right.
waiting to the middle, don't you think he'd be more mad rather than if you told him in the beginning when there's less emotions involved?
See, I like to wait till they're in love, and I could be like, I did have a couple gangbangs, but they really cared about me.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna tell him after he spit up my first kid.
They were
Hey,
brothers. They were
I
brothers.
think it matters like when you're in a situation like if my dude, like I said, if he dated people that I'm going to constantly see, I'd want to know. I wouldn't want them to have an upper hand over me. Like, yeah, I had to do, and and no one's telling me. She's not telling me.
No,
He's
that's
not
whack.
telling me.
That's very
That's
whack.
whack, right? So I feel like in those situations where you're like in a circle of people, then yeah, you should divulge that information. But otherwise, I don't think you need to sit around and be like, yes, I slept with Tom and Dick. And
Did you tell him the number? The total number?
No number. We haven't had that conversation. He doesn't ask me.
Okay,
cool.
That's good.
That's nice.
I mean, he
had
at the same time, he knows that I've been in an 8-year relationship and a 5-year relationship, so he knows that my number's not crazy.
Right. It's
You
like
know.
57, you tell me. Look who the cat dragged in, Shelly Rio.
hey girl.
I'm sorry, there's traffic.
I told you, Shelly Rio. I know, that's such a surprise in California, too. I know, it's really tough. All right, I know you've been listening, so our next caller is Booger Bear from California.
Ew.
Booger Bear.
All right, what's going on, ladies? How y'all doing tonight?
Hey, sugar
thank
booger.
Now, look here, baby. Let me tell you something. Men kill me with that bullshit. Number one, asking women how many niggas you been with, and Was I better than that? Man, they obviously gonna know. They're not gonna hurt your feelings. You know what I mean? So a woman ain't gonna sit up here and tell you, nigga, I've been with about 200-300 niggas. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that might be the truth. You know what I'm saying? She gonna give you 5 or 10 and you the best. Baby, what does it matter? You know what I mean? And then to women always, oh, you was with my homegirl. But what about fucking your homegirl 10 years ago? I didn't meet her nowhere around you. What that got to do with me and you? Y'all kill me with that shit. Oh, you was messing with my homegirl. I don't give a fuck.
I love it.
Wow.
Such anger and hostility.
Such passion.
Profanity. I dig it.
I'm turned on oddly. Gosh.
Wow.
You got
Is
a
he still
brick you
with
can
us?
throw at
So what they're saying is basically you may as well not ask the female because she gonna lie anyway.
She gonna lie anyway.
She gonna lie anyway. Fellas, face the reality. She just might not tell you the right number.
I would tell ladies divided by 5 A's.
Right.
Telling me divided by
5?
5 A's. Did you tell? Do that math.